Hey people, welcome to the channel, and here again playing Star Citizen, and as you see in the beautiful, fabulous, incredible Starlancer Tech. Is it really? Well, kinda. Look, I had a little bit of a complicated start. Much of the dashboard was not working. Now it is. So now things are a little bit better. This is the mailbox type, which is pretty poor visibility, but you know what you're getting in for. So yeah, Starlancer Tech. I had the CCU for it, so what the hell. Look, I have it with 4 size 4 attrition guns. That gives you some decent firepower. You have 2 size 3 shields. Which is nice. You have the TAC has a hangar on top for a Fury. You can fit an M50 Origin in there, which has a quantum drive. So I mean, man, you have options. You have a medical bay, you have a garage there, and 96 SCU of cargo, I believe, which I will now try to stretch to 106. So picking that up from Beijing Point and trying to take that. Mostly, I'm curious if I can find ways of stretching it out so as to fix those extra 8 SCU of cargo that in theory should not fit the grid. But hell, there's a lot of room back there. I'll try to make it work. We'll see what we see. Other than that, man, I don't know. It's a ship that has its things clearly. It was nerfed so as to be tremendously slow. It moves slower than the damn Idris, by the way, which is something pretty upsetting, especially when you see that uh, the the decency and the values of Chris Roberts in terms of his principles, in terms of what ships should be controllable, what ships should have pilot control guns or not. Well, all of those principles of Chris Roberts, he's willing to sell those for $2,000. Yeah, it's incredible that with so much money for 2,000 bucks, or well, a few more million, I guess, he's willing to compromise on those values of his. Why? Because it turns out that yeah, you can have the largest ship in the game with the most powerful, ridiculously extremely powerful gun in the game, all being pilot controlled if you spend 2,000 bucks. It's really incredible. But hey, it is what it is, right? Um, collect shipment. Where is that I have to go collect this? Contract. Right. So collect from Everest. Yeah, pretty sure it's in Everest Harbor. Okay. Let's try going. Ooh, yeah. Not working around that. Uh, yeah, it's really something to to contemplate. The idea that, yeah, my principles and my code of what is or not okay, I'm willing to just throw that all over if you buy a big ass ship, you know. Wild. And here on the meantime, we can't even have, you know, on the meantime, we can't even have these guns, these things pointing forward. They have to stick on the side like an idiot because it would be just too much OP. It would be too much power. Now, a single guy flying a fucking Idris, that's just fine. That's just peachy. No problem whatsoever. God damn it, man. It's, well, you know, it is CI grade. After all, we know what we're dealing with. The ship is slow. The ship is slow. I had the M50 despawn. It was stored properly and all, and it just despawned. I'll give it another shot, but it's kind of disappointing that you see that. Yeah, it's a slow ship. I don't know. If this is gonna replace my Taurus, honestly. Hell, I don't even know if it's gonna replace the Polaris in terms of a nice ship with a regen bed. In theory, it should be just that, you know. In theory, you have two size 3 shields, which gives you quite a bit of, you know, of damage capability of soaking up. But then you have this thing of being so slow, so fucking painfully slow. At the end of the day, you wonder, you know what? Maybe I'll just fly a damn Cuddy Red. Cuddy Red is super practical. Cuddy Red is nice. I like the Cuddy Red quite a bit, and it's faster. It has, you know, it hasn't got the shields, and these days with the way things are, at any moment you're gonna get blasted by by some guy, some murder hobo in a Ooh, where is that thing? Oh yeah, collects pretty much anywhere. Yeah, I forgot about that stuff. Okay, so let's ask for hangar to go into and just collect our stuff. Ooh, yeah, horrible visibility in this thing. It is pretty terrible. But, you know, I guess this is a good ship, you know what? For people that want a chill experience, don't want to complicate things too much, and mostly doing a little bit of delivering, nothing too big, just, you know, just smaller missions, just smaller delivery missions. It's a nice ship for you're doing bunker runs, you know. You don't have a lot of space there in the hangar. It would be so much nicer and definitely so much better if the hangar was not artificially made lower. That is something that kind of pisses me off because if you think in terms of, ooh, but it is just too OP. Really? Just because the hangar is just a tiny little bit bigger, that's OP? I don't think so. I don't think that makes any sense. So, yeah. Let's land this thing around there. A little bit more agility, I think they will have. I think they will make it a little bit more agile because it's just. I don't expect this to be super agile, but hell, you cannot be slower than a freaking Polaris when it comes to moving around, you know? And it sort of is right now, so okay. Let me show you exactly what I mean by that. The hangar over here, it is so stupid the way in which it has. Instead of having all of this be the hangar, like say in the Polaris, you know, make a big hangar. No, it makes. And it has. They're so desperate to make it smaller because the ship is gigantic, but they want to find ways of making it smaller. So you have all of this room. Why? Why are you climbing up a fucking platform? So as to do what? Here you could easily fit. I don't know. Maybe an Avenger Titan, which would be awesome. Imagine having an Avenger Titan in here, right? Or anything, or 100i, something like that. Having your Pisces in here, you know, a ship that allows you to move a couple boxes. It would be perfect for bunker running. So I think this is a miss. I think this is the exact same thing that Kamuro mentions in terms of having all of these teenagers now working instead of having experienced people. This is something that a fucking adult would have told them, you know what? It is not OP, man. It is a big, slow ship. It hasn't got a lot of pilot guns. We're just releasing a damn Idris that has pilot control guns. Give people a little bit of a bigger hangar. Make this just nice old big space, and people drop stuff in there, and that's basically it, you know. That's what I would have told them, but anyway. We can't have nice things unless you pay 2,000 bucks. In that case, you can have everything. Yeah, pilot controlled size 11 gun or whatever the hell it is. You know, any kind of nonsense goes. Okay, so I'm actually curious. I won't bore you with all of it, but I want to check how much of this stuff I can actually place in there. Because again, this ship is big. It is a big old girl. It is gigantic. I have a couple SCU boxes in there. Huh. Will it fit? Will it fit? I guess I could move some boxes here too, you know? You could definitely put a couple boxes in there. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna work. I'm pretty positive this will this will not be all horrible. If not, I guess I'll just park it and pick up the well, one of the ships that I have for this sort of stuff. Taurus probably. Taurus again, great ship for all of this stuff. Um, but yeah, let's give it a go. Let's give it a try. Okay, so we have 13 of these and one of these. Okay. That's kind of it. That's the contract. Let's bring things up. There you go. Ooh, 13 of those. What size are those things? Hell, it is a ton of boxes, right? It certainly is a lot of boxes. I guess we'll try to figure it out. Yeah, let me grab, well, let me grab one of these things. Oh shit, it's not working. Okay, let's try another one. Let's keep this one over there. What about that one? God damn it, man. Pretty sure. Empty, empty. So these are all empty. They have nothing in them. Okay, let's go with a basic. Well, this one is working. So let's go with this one then. Fuck. Yeah, those are big boxes. I don't know, man. This is gonna be a little bit more complicated, I think. Well, at least I'll get a 96, right? Is it? Is it 96 SCU? Okay, people, so moment of truth. I did manage to bring more than the capacity of the Starlancer Tech, which is 96, I want to say, 90 something, definitely under 100. But you certainly have more than enough room for 108, 120, I would say even 150. You can fit it all in there. If it's smaller boxes, you can jam a few in here. The larger ones will not fit, but yeah, you have a lot of empty space here. So even though it's not attached to the grid, it does transport it without any problem. So let's actually complete the mission here. Now that we are okay. See if it finds the boxes. And all my stuff did not disappear. Let's give it one more try. Okay, so I have a bunch of boxes and I don't have... Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's not giving me the option of delivering this. That sucks. That sucks. I am definitely in Beijing Point. Contract. Well, another bug. Another buggy experience in Bug Citizen yet again. It's not letting me complete the mission here. Just sending it. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Okay, contract order. It's confirmed. Yeah. Whoa, that was scary there for a second. Okay, so we completed that thing. Right? Yeah, contract complete, junior rank. Yep, so that actually worked well. And as I was saying before, the panic attack there, you have a lot more room in